Hey everyone, so finally I switched to my semi-pro mic and let's hope that the sound is better. And in this, so let me know actually in the comments below. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the Flow 2024 roadmap and our product vision and roadmap. And this post actually created by Leah Jarrett, and she actually it's a new member of Flow. She just joined a couple of months ago, and I actually had a pleasure to do an interview with her in a few days from now, from the time you're watching this video. I'm not sure when you're watching, but if you're watching like in between the release date, so it is great, and thank you very much for Leah for doing that for my channel and for all the people who are actually watching my channel. And if you have any questions for her, please let me know in the comments below or in my Discord channel. I'm collecting actually questions for her so I can ask her in this interview exclusive for my channel. And yeah, without further ado, I just want to say like thank you very much for all the people who joined the channel and who are subscribers and who are actually paid members. That means a lot to me. That's the only way you can actually support the channel with me. And 95% of the income that is coming from YouTube, it's actually coming from my paid subscribers and not from the ads. If people are like thinking that maybe they're coming from ads, but no, they're coming from my paid subscribers. So that means a lot. Yeah, thank you very much and consider subscribe if you haven't already. So let's jump into this today video. So this post was made by, like I said, Leah. She's a new member of Flow, and I actually did a video. If you haven't watched it, I did a video of 2024 top 10 features I expect Flow to implement. That was like a couple of months back. But I'll actually do next year, at the beginning of or in the end of this year. I'll actually do my review, what has happened and how far or how not that far I was from my predictions. But we can actually have that, like for the first time for the flow, actually from the launch of the flow, this is the first time that you actually have like a vision and the roadmap publicly like shared with us to the users of Flow or with everyone, of course. So let's actually go through. If you have missed that, it's actually in the Flow community. Of course, I will link it in the description below if you want to check it out. But we are actually going through this right now. So before I begin, actually, I just want to say that Leah, Leah is actually doing an amazing job. It's actually seeing that how Flow is actually like going up and up and up, thanks to her. So let's see what she have wrote. So she have wrote. It's been like 2 months. Like make sure that not make sure, but keep in mind that this is like 1 month from now. So I'm a little bit late with this video. Sorry about that. But it's not 2 months, but now it's 3 months actually. And it's been like 2 months now. It's three. This is a Joy for the Flow as a lead product, and what a fun 3 months it's been. I spent hours talking to positive, passionate power users like me. Actually, I had like a couple of I think three meetings with her, but not only me, like those the users she is mentioned. Listen to lots of critics feedbacks and from skeptics, and spent events getting hands-on with the platform. My goal was to understand the pain points our user face, where we're slowing them down or blocking them from moving forward. Like another thing that I want to mention is actually Leah. You can just write FFDC Leah, and you can actually see a video of her. And she was on the first FFDC that Flow actually did. And by the time she actually was on the stage, she was working for Flutter, so she was actually a Google employee and not a Flow employee. And she actually had like a lecture like how Flow is bridging the gap. And after that, a couple of months after that, she is now Flow employee. And she also wrote, we use this information to come up with a vision and roadmap we'll see outlined below. So another thing I want to mention, if you haven't saw actually the Flow community used to have actually on the left side used to have a wish list. Now this section is removed from the community, and the reason it's removed is because of this roadmap. Because it makes no sense to have like a roadmap and then wish list. And to be honest, like 90% of the top 5 or the top 10 items or posts in the wish list were actually like implemented or to be implemented. Like for example, the custom map markers, the apps for Mac OS and Windows, the drag and drop ability, the rich text editor, which is actually coming up. We already know that from the upcoming what is coming actually. So yeah, like I said, that's much appreciated. And I don't know if Leah is pushing that, but I think it is. But I just want to say thank you for that. The goal of sharing this is to give you an idea of where the platform is headed and gather feedback to ensure we're facing on the right things. So first of all, the product vision. It says for the Flow mission is to help the world build greater products. From a platform perspective, our vision is to go below the low code world. Instead, we want for the Flow to be a vision developer environment where we can build without sacrifice on app quality or features. So there want to move from this concept that Flow is a low code tool because there are a lot of low code tools, and I want to say like, okay, we are no longer being a low code tool. We are actually a visual developer environment, and that's great actually. And we have like two like cases, people who are actually using for the Flow. The first one is for developers who it's simply make you faster, and the one is for non so technical users to give them superpowers. And for me personally, I'm the first one. I'm for developers and making things faster. You already know if you follow my channel that I'm not a good UI builder. So actually dragging and dropping widgets and creating apps like that and simply like connect the backend, which is one where my power shines, like with the backend, is really like creating those apps is like, I don't know, like I would say 10 times faster, maybe even more. And for people who are non so technical persons, I think like following the docs and the curves, the really curves probably it's a little bit like steep. But once you get it, once everything gets in line, it's like a wonderful tool, and you probably already know that. So I don't want to go into details with that. So to actually achieve this vision, we have a few uh, overachieving goals. So first of all, incorporate and promote software development best practices. So I think what they're trying to say with this one is that they are going to keep on trying to output the best code out there. To keep on because you already know that Flow it's outputting Flutter code, and not only outputting a Flutter code, but outputting a Flutter code that that the user can actually read and understand, and can actually download the code, can add it to your favorite IDE editor, and then just change it, and then just go beyond that code. That code. So I think that's what they are trying to say with that, and also like building not only the code, like not only the generating the code, but also building like the app itself, like following the best practices. Like for example, if I switch to um, this page right now, you can actually see it. That if you go over here, you can actually see these optimizations and enhancements. And I think this is what they mean. This is what she means by that. Like keep on improving your app, even like visually, like making it better. It will also benefit the code, like for example, having like components, not like using multiple, like copy and paste the same widget all over again, and just convert it to a component and use that component. That would be great, actually. That will make the code slower, sorry, the code, that will make less code output less code, and also like making the app faster, and also making it slower, less in size. And so the second one is streamline complex IDE task with an intuitive UI. Um, this is something like the similar what I just said, and then educate non-technical builders on core app developer concepts. So that's great as well. And then we have the roadmap. So we're outlining our goals, but how do we actually achieve them? That's where the roadmap comes in. We are broken our roadmaps down into few focus areas. So the first one is app architecture. So promote encapsulation and usability and reusability for the flow generating code that aligns with Flutter and Dart standards. So again, I think that means that not like having like duplicating the same widget or page all over and all over again. Somehow Flow can actually detect that and just suggest you, oh, why don't you convert that to a component, and that will save you like time, and it will be much better manageable, and the app will be less in size, and it will run faster, like something along these lines, I think, which is great. Like if you're especially a non-technical person, you actually don't think about those things, and like Flow telling you how and pushing you how to build your app with the best standards. I think it's like I think it's a great thing. And then we have testing and debugging. So make it easy for users to run, test, and troubleshoot their application. So that's actually a crucial one for me personally. I mean, they already, like a few months ago, they made like a big jump with introducing the native apps and introducing the local run. So you already know that you can test your apps in the local run, and I like, from the users I have already asked, not a lot of people are actually using local run. I'm not sure why. And you probably already know, I have actually made a video. I have created the own version for the Linux user. So if you're a Linux user, sorry, you can download the Linux unofficial version of the local run, and like I said, I made a video about it, how to use it. But like testing and debugging, it's like a key feature, and it takes like a lot of time right now. Like it's less than it was before, but it still like takes a lot of time. So improving that in the future, it will be great. Like any improvement, it will be great. Like even the small improvements, like when you have a test mode, and when you click on the test mode icon, it is actually right now. If you close the text mode test mode, it will give you like an error, and it will just say you have already a test mode. You click on this button to open it. No, no, no. I don't want to click on this button to open it. I want this test mode to open it directly. It doesn't really matter if I close it. It will open it. That is my idea. I mean, I don't know how Fellow will do it, but I mean, it's not that hard, isn't it? It's not that hard to do it because if Fellow knows that this test mode is already closed, then just open it. I don't know. Yeah, some kind of these improvements. And another thing I saw for myself personally is that I don't even use the run mode anymore. I use the test mode because test mode now is super. It's much faster than it was before. So I use like test mode, and run mode. I use it like 5% of the time, maybe, or even less. But something that I appreciate is, do you? I made a video like a couple of days ago. It was only for my paid members for now, uh, but I made a video how you can actually use the Flutter dev tools when you're testing your app on your mobile or virtual device. It would be great actually if you can implement that inside Flutter. So, for example, if I use my mobile device to run my app, I want to be able to somehow see my network calls inside Flow. So that would be great. Like when I see them in web deployment, I can just open the DevTools, go to network, and see the calls there. It would be great to just be able to do that as well when I'm testing it. And of course, like a lot more improvements. Like the other thing that I can think of is the automatic testing right now. You have to use an external too. I mean, you can create the testings. I'll show you, but you can actually automatically test it inside Filterflow. I'm talking about this over here, automated testing. You can create it, but you cannot actually test it in Filterflow. So to be honest, it would be great if I can actually test it in Filterflow directly and not use an external tool for that. That will actually be amazing. And then collaboration. Okay, let's talk about collaboration. So support modular development and comprehensive access management and robust version control. So yeah, when I read that, I was thinking like, first of all, for the flow actually had some issues, like when multiple people are working on the same project, or if you actually tends to open your project with more than one computer or multiple tabs. But I think that's in the past, to be honest. And when we talk about like version control, I think like branching needs like a lot of improvement. To be honest, I don't use the flow branching. I don't. I probably this is like made for like collaboration, so made for like a team or something like that, so they can actually like have like this kind of opportunity to have this control, the version control of the project. But me personally, I don't use it. I don't see we already have like versions. We already have like a snapshot. So to be honest, I don't see what we gain out of this. But let me know in the comments actually if you what is the use case that you use version control like branching, and what is that you think it's missing from Flow right now, and Flow can actually make it better. Let's hope that Leah is actually watching this video as well and reading the comments below, so she can actually get the feedback as well. Another thing that I want to mention is about I don't know if it is in this category, but I probably it's in the testing and debugging, but I forget to say about this. But it would be cool actually to have like very easy way to change your database from or the whole project to change from like a testing environment to the production environment. And maybe that could be related to the branching as well. But if Fullflow can actually make it like very easy to change from test to debug, that would be great as well, because there are a lot of people actually asking for that. And I don't think that there's like an official support that you can do. There are some workarounds, but they're not like an official support from Fullflow. And then the final thing we have on the roadmap is user experience. So simplify tasks by reducing clicks, ensuring consistency, incorporating AI where possible, and allowing users to seamlessly switch between code and GUI. So I think the most excited for me out of those one is switching between code and GUI. So GUI it's actually the builder that you already see in Flow, and the code is the code. And I think if Flow make it right, that means that I'll be able to switch to code, write some code, then go back to GUI. So go back to the normal, like let's say, version of Flow, the current version of Flow, or the builder, and then just see instantly my changes. Because sometimes writing like 2 lines of code will save you like 20 clicks, for example, because you're going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the level right now. And just having like 1 line of code, it will save you all of this. So I, I just cannot wait to see that and test it, to be honest. Another thing I want to mention is about the AI. Currently, the Flow AI, it's not like something that I'm going to use, and it's not something that I'm using. The reason I'm saying that it's I already talked about that when they first announced that, and to be honest, I don't know if there are any updates on that. At least not officially updates on that, because I didn't saw like their like updates. But when I first tried, it was very simple. Like for example, page generation. It was very simple page generation, and it was like a few widgets we could use, like with image, button, like very simple, like container, very simple widgets that we can use actually in order to get in order to output the page, which to be honest, it was not like very useful. It would be great if the AI it's actually connected to our projects, and when I write like when I let's imagine that we have already set up our store page, and we want to like set up an item page or a product page for our store. If we have set up all the other pages and we are waiting to set up our product page only, the AI should know like what design we're already using, what is our other all our other designs look like, and just make it with the same design. Just use all the widgets, and why not even an actions? Why not even incorporate some actions that the AI can use, or at least like ask us, do you want to also incorporate the actions as well? So there are like a lot of improvement that can be done with the AI. Great. So let's move on to the upcoming. Okay, so let's talk about the upcoming projects. Leah wrote, with those focus area in mind, we have a few projects that we're already started to work on. So the first one is debug test mode sessions. Make it easier to debug and troubleshoot your app when running a test mode session. So I don't know what they mean exactly with that, but I really hope, like I said, that I will be like getting like the network um, request that I'm sending. Also, another thing that for the test mode that currently it's missing is that you cannot actually like you cannot have there are some limitations I have wrote in the community about it, that you cannot have uh, this is the post that I'm talking about actually. So, for example, you cannot have like if you have something in your assets folder, it will not appear. If you have something like permissions, like the microphone, the camera, or whatever, it will not appear. You cannot run like loading animations and so on and so forth. So, like there are a lot of things that you can see that are missing already. So let's hope that this will be implemented as well in the future. And yeah, that is what I think about the debug and mode. And the other thing, it's a branching update to improve the user experience of merging while adding additional Git features that are necessary for collaboration at scale. So yeah, like I said, with the branching, I'm not really using it branching, so I cannot say like a lot of things about branching. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the branching. Like I said, I'm currently not using it, but maybe I'm not using it because I don't see like a reason why I should use it. Maybe Philip like show me a reason to use it, and then I will start using it if I see the benefits from it. Then this one, it's app modules. Like currently, managing app-wide data and logic can be cumbersome and inefficient. We're working on ways to organize and encapsulate objects that are shared through your apps. So, fun fact right now, I don't know if you know that already, but you can actually right now copy like the copy a widget or copy the whole structure of widgets in your page and then paste them in another project. So basically with all the actions as well. So you can still do that. The downside from that is that if you have any logic, like if you have any queries or if you have any logic in the actions that is related specifically to this project, you will get like a bunch of errors, right? For example, if you're using like a page state or app state or whatever, and you're just copy and paste it from one project to another, uh, you actually get a bunch of errors. And I I hope that in the future, like we're working on a ways to organize and encapsulate objects that are shared through your apps. So let's hope that in the future we can share code as well. We can share like states, like app state, page state. We can share like queries. But the thing is that I really want to share its API calls. So if I can share my API calls easily across my apps, that would be wonderful actually. Because right now there is no way that you can do that. But I think like there is a lot of potential. Like if you are enabled to do that. And then we have the code editor improvements. We want working with Furtherflow code editor to be delightful of an experience as working locally in VS Studio, which is actually like they're, I would say that they're like 90% there. Okay, maybe 80% there. But the thing is that it's lacking a lot, and it's most frustrating is that the code analyzer is not working like the whole time. Like the code analyzer, it's working like 50-50. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. And the most annoying thing is that when you start typing and when you start like working and just start to write your code, and then you were like, oh great, that's working. That's like, oh my code is amazing. Oh my god, I'm super amazing coder. Like I don't have any errors at all. And then look at the top right and just see that the code analyzer, it stopped working. It just stopped working. Like it's just it's not there. You just see it. The X is there. And you're just like, oh, come on. And then you have to do some magic in order to like restart again in order to see if your code is actually working, or you have to compile it in order to see like if your code is really working, because sometimes the code analyzer will say, okay, your code is okay, but then you compile it and the compiler actually is saying you, oh, no, you have like an error on line 54. This class, it's I don't know what you're talking about. This is I don't have that. So this is something that it needs to be improved, and it needs to be improved super fast, according to me. And then the other thing that I really don't like, but maybe this is a personal position or statement, is that uh, I don't think like having custom functions and custom actions, custom widgets, like having a different logic between them is actually a good thing. What I mean by that is that with a custom action and the custom widget, you can actually change almost everything, like the name, the arguments, like and you can import as well, um, like pages, but with a custom function, you are very limited. You are very limited to what you can change. You cannot import anything, and that is actually like if you're beginner for the flow user and you are just about to jump into your first code, like especially with the open AI and with the AI in general, a lot of people are actually just copy and pasting like the head of the custom function like over and over again, and they were like, why this is not working? Well, it's not working because this is not how Fluidoflow is working. And I get that. I mean, I get that because custom action and custom widgets, that works for custom actions, for custom widgets, but that does not work for custom functions. And there is no one telling you that. Like, I mean, yeah, there are comments that say don't edit this line, uh, but yeah, who reads comments? And the other thing that I want to mention is about like improving uh, the IDE of Flow, like having access to the source code. We already can download the code, but I want to be able to uh, it was like out click, right? Or it was control click. I always mistaken them. But in Visual Studio, for example, or any IDE, when you click control click or out click, like I said, you're getting to the implementation of this, let's say, class. So you can actually see where this class was, where it was used. You can see what this class do, and like this will give us like a lot of power of knowing Flow. Currently, right now, fun fact: you can actually go to my GitHub repo and actually see the source code of Flow, and this is how I'm actually doing it right now. I'm actually going to my GitHub repo and seeing the source code from there. But it would be great if we can actually see it from the IDE as well. Great, let's move on to this one. So the last one, support for module development. So we have a lot of ways to share entities in Flow, like marketplace, templates, theme libraries, flows, but each have limitations. We want to make it easy to share and consume any part of a Flow project. That is actually great. That is great. I cannot wait about that. I really think that this can lead to a lot of potential, and also like having like parts of your app, so you can give them for free, or in my case I can give some parts of my app for free, but I can also like having like set up like paid modules that, for example, if you want to include Spotify in your app, like Spotify implementation, great, just buy this module for whatever money there is, and then boom, you already have it in your project, in your app, with your like users, with your data, and everything will be yours. So if that is what to be expected, I'm very excited about this. And yeah, and now finally we have this AI node, which, like I said, uh, right now regarding Flow AI, it's like they're presenting like a very cool thing, but they haven't like delivered, to be honest. Like they haven't delivered in that scale that we can actually say, wow, this is like the Flow open AI moment or something like that. Fortunately, they haven't like been on that level. And then we have below our roadmap, we're protecting time to work on one of features. So basically, what they're trying to tell you is that to give them feedback. So for a future or general feedback. So it seems that they're going to now read it. And another thing is that you can of course see what's new, and you can also follow my channel, of course. I have like every time there is a new release from Flow, I tend to actually make a video about that, and show you what is actually new with Flow, and show you because reading it to me personally, it's like not getting like a lot of information. I want to see it like visually. What is that, and how I can implement in my own project. So with that, I want to say like thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video was helpful. I hope that my feedback and my comments of the roadback were helpful for you. And like I said, leave your comments and feedback as well on the comments in this video. And also, if you have any questions for Leah, just remember I'm going to do an interview with her. So if you have any questions for her, let me know in the comments or my Discord channel. Like always, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm trying to reach my 5,000 subscribers. And I already saw that they are members, that they are YouTubers that are Flow specific content is a Flow, and they already have like 10. Like they are a YouTuber. Their YouTube channel is actually twice as mine. So let's hope someday we can catch those YouTubers. But in the meantime, 5,000 subscribers, it will be an amazing achievement for me. And yeah, if you are not a paid member, please subscribe. Please consider to be a paid member. You can have like. You can be like a fanatic, which will actually give you access to my pre-released video for my paid members. And with that, actually, you can support the channel and you can support me, because there are people like saying, so what's the purpose of like being a paid member when you're releasing the videos? Well, first of all, you have like the latest features and the latest like ideas how to use Flow. And another thing, it's of course to support me, to support the channel. And yeah, like I said, thank you very much, and have a nice day. Take care.